What's up, YouTubiacs? Woshi1009 here, and we have yet another science project video for you guys.
Yes, I will be featuring in this one, and Luke will now tell you what the project is about.
So today's project is on the nitrogen cycle. This is the cycle in which nitrogen travels from the air to the ground, then back into the air again.
Throughout the project, we will begin with a simple explanation of how the cycle works. As the video progresses, we'll be going more in depth and showing more complex diagrams.
We'll start with the basic diagram of the cycle. This diagram shows a very basic idea of how it works.
What it's saying is that the nitrogen from the animal waste and dead bodies are absorbed into the soil. From there, bacteria alter the nitrogen so it's suitable to be used for plants. Then, the nitrogen is released back into the atmosphere and begins again.
We've also conducted some experiments to do with nitrogen and how it affects plant growth. This is our control plant, or in other words, the plant that has not been altered in any way and will grow normally. This is a plant we have put fertilizer in to see how it grows as compared to the others. This is a plant we have placed worms in. The worms help it grow, of course. In the start of the show, a plant we have placed in a tank full of nitrogen.
Here are the results for the growth of each plant. As you can see, the results are pretty varied. The control, fertilizer, and decomposer plants went pretty normally, although they didn't grow as much as what was expected, but that's not what I want to talk about. What's more interesting is the nitrogen plant. It has died due to an overexposure to nitrogen, so that proves that too much nitrogen can definitely be a bad thing. We'll now move on to another diagram.
Here is another diagram that explains the cycle. It uses more scientifically accurate terms and has more detail to it. This shows that rain, decomposition, and animal waste contribute to the cycle. After the nitrogen is absorbed, it turns into a chemical called ammonium. It then turns into nitrites, which then turn into nitrates when bacteria converts it. From here, both plants use it to grow, and the nitrogen is released back into the atmosphere.
And while your minds are active with all this diagram stuff, we'll put in another, more complex one. This has a lot of information, so we'll just explain the key points of the diagram. Basically, fossil fuels put nitrogen into the clouds, and when it rains, the clouds put nitrogen into the soil. There's also the decomposing bodies and animal waste, along with lightning, that creates high enough heat to send the nitrogen straight into the soil. The nitrogen then turns into ammonium, which chemical symbol is NH4+, then through nitrification converts into nitrites, which is NO2-, and bacteria then turns it into nitrates, NO3-. The plants both consume this and release it into the air as both pure nitrogen and nitrous oxide, also known as laughing gas. That's right, dentists use it.
And at the end of all this, you may be wondering, why? Why does this matter? How does it benefit anything if nitrogen is aimlessly converting from gas to solid to gas to solid over and over again? Well, you see, without nitrogen, there would be no life on Earth at all. You see, nitrogen helps us balance the ratio of gases in the air. Without nitrogen, the air would be almost pure O2, which would mean many things. The air we breathe would be so concentrated it would make it hard to breathe. Fire requires oxygen to burn, and if you have too much oxygen, it will burn everywhere uncontrollably. And although our lungs do not directly use N2 to benefit our bodies, the oxygen would be too pure and our lungs would give out, causing death. So yeah, we need nitrogen. So that's all for our project. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to watch. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you later.